This podcast is powered by Anchor.fm, the easiest way for you to distribute your podcast. Sign up na sa Anchor.fm and register your podcast and tutulungan ka nilang ma-distribute yun to different platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and the like. With that out of the picture, let's start the show. Welcome mga dudes tsaka mga dudettes. Ito na naman si Kevin, live mula sa Justice Open Studios. Dito ako ngayon sa malapit sa stage kasi yung dalawang corners na tinatambayan ko to record, may nakahiga, homeless people or siguro. But and on the other side may mga nag-exercise. So dito ako ngayon sa isang corner ko nasan yung stage and medyo maluwag, so naglalakad-lakad ako para mas madaling magsalita. So, konting backstory. Actually, this is an episode na kung kailan magkakaroon ako ng guest. Si Patrick, kaibigan ko siya since 2010 sa Facebook. Co-admin ko siya sa Anime X Tokusatsu group sa Facebook. So, if doon namin pinopost yung mga kabaliwan namin about anime and tokusatsu and anything under the J-pop umbrella. So yun, may nagawa kami recording through Anchor kaso we're having issues with the internet connection, so naging choppy yung usapan namin and like 70% ng recording is hindi ko magamit. So eto, I'm really sorry Pat. Next time sana may maayos na connection na here. And then then mag-usap tayo ulit on a different topic. Maybe your favorite toys or yung mga collections natin. On me, Gunpla, sa'yo, Figurized Standard, in which, may nilabas na bagong Figurized Standard for, I think it's Kuuga. Yung kulay green, Pegasus format yun. Oh, no. Is that Pegasus? Hindi ko alam. Basta, yung kulay green na form ni Kuuga. So, if that's something that you like, you could save money na para makabili nun. And for me, yun nga, nilabas na pala ni Daban yung Heavy Arms custom nila. Actually, like, yung dumaan ako ng Divisoria this past Thursday, nagbabalot na yung shop na pinupuntahan ko to buy Gunpla, and nakasarado yung shop kasi halos lahat ng staff nila nagbabalot lang for the pre-order. So if isa sa inyo ang nag-pre-order nun, congratulations on getting that Heavy Arms custom from Supernova. So ako, nag-iipon pa rin ako for an RG Hainu and a Daban full armor Thunderbolt. So yun yung mga pinag-iipunan ko now. And also actually may inisip akong bagong segment. I called it Hype or Hayup with a F. So it's basically something, a news on the fandom na either I'm hype of or na hype ako, or something that I would just say hayup, ba't nangyari ito. So for my hype for the week, actually medyo hindi siya hype kasi I still have my reservations, but nilabas ng Netflix yung teaser nila for Cowboy Bebop. Then ginawa nila ni-recreate nila yung opening theme, yung tank, yung sana hindi ako copyright. But hearing tank in 2021 is really nice. Pero like, yes, ginawa nila yung recreation of the opening theme with the animation and stuff, tapos ginawa nila yung mismong moves. Medyo clunky yung iba sa mga movements, especially yung takbo. Yung takbo ni Spike tsaka yung takbo ng isa pang side character, and I think I know ilan sa inyo hindi gusto, or there are some fans na hindi gusto yung aesthetics ni Faye Valentine. Maybe they're just pushing it to more of the fetal side kaysa sa femme. But the actress is really good looking, pero yun nga, hindi siya kamukha ni Faye, and mahirap makahanap ng kamukha ni Faye. I know there are like cosplayers na nakagawa nung Faye Valentine aesthetics, but let's just watch the show or tingnan natin kung ano yung kalalabasan ng show to before we give our opinions on it. Isa pang hype na balita, they show a casting for a live action Saint Seiya. So they have Makin Yu, Sean Bean, and another actor, and it's also good. Super Mario, nag-announce din ng Super Mario na movie, and it's a me, Chris Pratt. So Star-Lord is now Mario. It's a me, dance off, bro. So parang ganun yung mangyayari. And this is something na surprising. Jack Black is gonna be Bowser. So from Kung Fu Panda to Bowser is quite a jump. So let's see kung paano yung performance ni Jack Black as Bowser sa upcoming na Super Mario movie. And mukhang dahan-dahan nang nangyayari yung Super Smash Cinematic Universe. They already have Sonic, they already have Mario. Tapos I think may rumors na of a Metal Gear Solid movie. So baka magkaroon na yung Avengers nila would be Super Smash Brothers. Ultimate, joke lang. Because everyone is here. So yan lang muna sa mga bagay na nakakapagpa-hype sa akin. And something that I would say hayop, or yan, yung medyo hayop sa linggong ito, Tetsuya Naito has been injured in the knee. So hayop na injury yan. So he's out for G1, and possibly hindi siya makakapag-perform sa Wrestle Kingdom this upcoming January 4 next year. So that makes me sad. Pero at least andun pa rin si Okada sa G1, and Juice Robinson, and marami pa ring magagandang mangyayari sa this G1. And also Lance Archer and Minoru Suzuki versus Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston at NGPW. So that's something to look forward to if you're into wrestling and stuff. So yun muna tayo. So ito dapat yung magiging topic namin ni Pat, or napag-usapan namin actually to ni Pat. However, yun nga, our internet connection did not sync, so like 70% ng recording is choppy, and Patrick has things to do rin. Kaya yun, solo kong ipe-present ang episode na to. So Pat, first, thank you for giving up time para makapag-recording. Sayang hindi lang naging maayos yung kinalabasan, but next time we'll have another conversation, and it's something that is awesome. So without out of the picture, so basically I'm actually planning to make October a theme month. So meron tayong theme for the month, and that's the Metal Hero franchise. So for the month of October, na sisimulan ko na ngayon kahit like next week pa yung October. So starting this episode, so ang susunod na mga episode natin will be focusing on a single Metal Hero series. So let's start with Metal Hero Gavan, or Utsukeji Gavan. So ayun, so konting primer on the Metal Hero franchise. So basically Toei, that's one of the big four, or isa sa mga big franchises on the TV tokusatsu genre. So first will be Ultraman ng 1966, next is Kamen Rider ng 1971, and Super Sentai, or Sentai pa lang siya ng 1975, then Super Sentai pagdating ng Battle Fever J. So in 1981, like parang ang Sentai noon is Google 5 or Google 5, Kamen Rider Super 1, and parang kakatapos lang ng Ultraman 80 noon. So Toei brainstorms for another franchise na pwede nilang ilagay sa action block nila on Sunday mornings, na something na parang Kamen Rider pero like more shiny, more awesome, and more focused, or mas focused onto the space or the sci-fi, on the sci-fi side of things. So basically that's the concept they had before they have named it but the Metal Hero. Pero the producer who take helm, or yung humawak nung nagiging bagong franchise ng Metal Hero, is the producer name, the producer named Susumu Yoshikawa. So named the father of Metal Heroes because most of the 80s Metal Heroes and early 90s Metal Heroes siya yung naghelm. So that's from Uchu Keiji Gavan till Kido Keiji Jiban. So from Gavan till Jiban, that's Susumu Yoshikawa that handles it. So hindi lang siya nag-handle nung ilang Metal Hero series in the 80s. He also took helm to some Kamen Rider nung time na yon, which is the 80s. Kamen Rider Black and Black RX, along with Kamen Rider J and ZO. And also the Shin Kamen Rider Special is produced by him. So, and another big name na naging attached onto the Metal Heroes, or Gavan in particular, is the designer, or the head designer, that is Katsushi Murakami. So he designs all the Metal Heroes, or not really all the Metal Heroes, sorry. He designed Gavan, Charivan, and Shider, the space sheriff. He also designs the belt of Sky Rider, Tornado yung tawag, pati Sky Turbo, which is the motorcycle. Yung suits for Kamen Rider Black, RX, and Robo Rider is also his design, along with Shadow Moon. Pati designs for Road Sector, Roboizer, which is yung version nung motor ni Robo Rider, and Rideron, which is yung sasakyan na mukhang ipis. So those two helmed the first Metal Hero, or sila yung humawak for the first Metal Hero, which is Gavan, which is originally gonna be named Space Detective Zeto. Pero there's like marami ng series that uses the Z moniker sa Japan, so they think of another name kasi like yun nga, marami nang gumamit ng Z as a name for their franchises or intellectual properties. So they got the idea of calling the series, or the IP Gavan, kasi like there's a French actor named Jean Gavin na sobrang sikat sa Japan noong time na yon, and if it sounded like foreign, or if hindi siya tunog Japanese like Zeto, it would be easier to copyright. So yun, so galing sa French ang Gavan. So pero hindi pa rin nila nakalimutan, kasi like yung suit design is still has the Space Detective Z motif. So if you look closely dun sa suit, especially sa breast part, sa chest part nung suit ni Gavan, it looks like a letter Z, as a homage to its original name. And some of the attack ni Gavan also have the letter Z on them, like Zeto, laser, Zeto beam, yun. So ayun, so of course yun, meron na silang idea on what to name their series into, the series na gagawin nilang another franchise na parang Kamen Rider, and they also have the name. So m- they choose their main actor, and that's Kenji Oba. He's a stunt actor back in the day na yun, if you're watching like old tokusatsu shows, some of them nagawa siya yung naging suit actor, like Kikaider. He's the suit actor for Kikaider. He's also known in Super Sentai as Battle Kenya, and he's also Denji Blue. So dalawang Sentai din yung naging cast siya. So Kenji Oba is actually also a legendary actor, so kasi like pailan-ilan series din siya from Sentai and Kamen Rider na lumalabas siya. And also if you watch Kill Bill, Kenji Oba was there. Siya yata yung bald, yung kalbo na ano doon, na samurai doon. I forgot Kill Bill. Basta andun siya as per my research. And also from what I heard or from what I read online, Kenji Oba was actually told by the producer na kapag naging single digits yung ratings nung show nila, ligwak yung show. So yeah, it's kind of pressuring to Mr. Oba kung na kailangan he give his all or he give his best to the performance as the lead actor, and also the lead actor for the TV show. And mukhang nagawa naman niya kasi Gavan ended its 50 episode run on a rating of 18 point something, 18.1 or 18.2 yata yon, but which is really good. It's a good rating for a TV show sa Japan back then. Uh, so what I'll do next sa pagbabalik ng Elitistang Weeboo podcast, let's dig deeper onto the first two episodes na sub or may subtitles sa Toei Tokusatsu channel. So huwag kayong mawawala, babalik ang Elitistang Weeboo podcast. Ang podcast na ito ay powered ng Podmetrics, ang pinakamadaling paraan para ma-analyze and ma-monetize ang podcast nyo. Sign up lang sa podmetrics.co and gamitin nyo yung referral code namin, Elitistang Weeboo Podcast. That's capital E-W-P at isang word lang po yan. And yun, once you're signed up, pwede na kayo mamili sa mga affiliated partners namin to have your podcast be monetized na hindi bumabase sa listenership nyo. So, again, that's podmetrics.co, referral code Elitistang Weeboo Podcast, and have your podcast monetized and analyzed as well. And let's go back with the show. And we're back. So, episode 1 of Gavan is titled Tokyo Chite no Kai Yosai, or English title Strange Fortress Beneath Tokyo, sabi sa sub. So it's kind of a introductory episode. Pinakita yung main enemy for the series, which is the Maku Empire, and Dawn Horror and Hunter Killer, na dating space sheriff. Then they destroy a space colony. So pwede nating sabihin na ito yung precursor ng Universal Century. So so after siguro no natalo nila yung Maku, pwede na ulit kubuhan ng space colonies. Then 79 years later nung Universal Century, mangyayari yung 1-year war. And I'm tangenting to, or nagtangent na ako sa Mobile Suit Gundam, which is gonna be a topic one of these days. So abangan nyo yan. So yun, Gavan was sent to Earth to find Hunter Killer, kasi yun nga yung naging target ng Maku, and he's being tapos nagkaroon ng like exposition na Gavan was a product of a human mother and a alien father. So yung tatay niya is a special sheriff as well. And surprise, Hunter Killer betrayed his father nung nag-join sila sa Maku, which is gonna happen on the further episodes ng show, kaso hindi na nga siya sub. But if you Google Space Sheriff Gavan. There are sub episodes on it, fan subs nga lang, but you can search on it. Just do creative googling and such. So yun, pinakilala si Gavan. There are like kids na nakita yung fortress, which is kind of weird. So nung tumatakbo sila doon sa ano, ngayon lang sila nakarating doon sa fortress or sa base ng kalaban, pero parang alam nila yung pasikot-sikot nung tumatakbo sila palabas, which is kind of weird. Siguro it's something na wag mo nilang pansinin kasi it's like a 23 minute show. So if you're gonna bother with the logistics of it or with the logic of it, hindi mo na siya may enjoy. That's something. So Gavan enters with his jeep. Tapos ang ganda ng jeep niya, like it's a Suzuki Jeep. Nakalimutan ko lang yung model nun. So yun, dumating si Gavan on his jeep, and napaka-perfect nung ano niya. So it's also like through quick cuts, natamaan niya lahat nung maku na humahabol dun sa mga bata. Tapos kinuha niya sa bulsa niya. Wait, hindi ko pa pala napakilala sa inyo si Mimi. Si Mimi, yung partner niya. So ano siya, nagiging parakit siya pag ano. So nung dumating sila sa Earth, sakay na agad si Gavan nung Suzuki Jeep niya. Tapos sinakay niya si Mimi. Tapos nung dumating sila dun sa nung niligtas na dala yung mga bata, si Mimi nasa bulsa niya na. Kasi nga naging parakit siya or something. And di ko alam kung bakit siguro ayaw niya nung hangin kasi like open yung jeep. So ayaw niya nung hangin, naging bird siya tapos pumasok din sa bulsa para hindi siya mahanginan or something. I don't know. Kinalagyan ko lang ng logic yung show na to na hindi naman masyadong logical. And I'm rambling a lot. So, ayun, when yung Maku monster shows up, so parang medyo nahirapan na siya. So, as every tokusatsu heroes do, Gavan transforms by using his code Jochaku, which is sa sub na nilagay nila metamorphosis, pero it's actually named electroplating or electroplate. So after niyang mag-transform into Uchukeiji Gavan, basically says the whole transformation process took 0.5 milliseconds. So all of that posing, which is really awesome. Ginagawa ko ngayon posing ngayon pero walang video, so walang ebidensya. So Jochak, then Uchukeiji Gavan, and the transmission of the suit is like 3.5 seconds, tapos may parang 1 minute na replay, which is makikita nyo on all the episodes. At hindi ako nagreklamo because the posing itself is awesome, the song is awesome, and fight me kung hindi nyo gusto yon, because those things are awesome. So yun, nilabanan niya yung yung Maku grunts, which is isa pa napansin na ko sa design nung mga grunts. Ang gaganda ng mga costumes nila, naka leather jacket yung mga grunts, which is weird. Parang yung aesthetic ng Pinoy action hero sa atin, ginawa lang nilang costume ng grunts na lalabanan ng metal hero. And also, one of the things na mapapansin mo din, if you look onto pag naka-pose or after the transformation of Gavan and doing his poses, napaka-shiny ng suit. Tapos pag doon na siya action scenes, sa mga fight scenes na, nayuyupi yung chest part, nayuyupi yung ibang parts. Tapos parang dumihin na siya because there are actually two suits being used. One is ginamit nila for the poses, for the posing and stuff, and another one is for the action scenes, of course. Kasi yun nga, hindi naman nila pwedeng gamitin yung shine in the suit, which is nagamit naman nila many years later. Parang hindi na ganun kahiwalay yung action suit from the posing suit. Kasi if you watch the Space Sheriff Gavan movie, yung bagong Gavan movie, kung saan may na siya, may protege na siya, si kalimutan ko yung pangalan, basta yung Gavan Type G, they can use that shiny armor now on those action scenes. So episode 2, so yun, nilaban nila yung ano, tapos ano, dahil nga ilabas ang time space warp, pero hindi siya time space warp dahil sa shider yun ginagamit, so gamitin ang Maku space. So Maku space is yung version nila ng time space warp. If you're watching shider, ginagamit ko lang to para maintindihan nyo kung ano yung Maku space, in which lumalakas yung kalaban ng up to 4 times, and like para daw siyang isang dimension inside a black hole, which is the trippiest thing ever, which is isa sa mga nagpa-unique on a Metal Hero series. So, 'di ba nga, if you're watching Super Sentai and Kamen Rider, parang isang quarry lang or isang construction site lang yung pinaglalabanan nila for every episode. Pero with Gavan, or starting with Gavan, or with the Metal Hero series, parang gumawa sila ng psychedelic trippy dimension, in which bayon nga the enemies will have more variety of attacks. Magiging superimpose sila sa screen na sobrang laki, may darating na mga eroplano, na mga spaceship, tapos may mga nasusunog na building, tapos si Gavan minsan lalabanan niya yung monster dun sa ring ng Saturn. Tapos minsan yung pag tinamaan si Gavan, titilapon siya, tapos hihigupin siya dun sa parang flash ng inodoro na sobrang psychedelic ng kulay. So kung sino man yung writers nun at kung ano man yung sinisinghot or iniinom nila, parang gusto ko yung ganong trip. Joke lang. Say no to drugs, kids. Say no to drugs. So ayun nga, so yun, ginamit niya yung laser blade to defeat the enemy. Tapos yun, the day is saved, and Gavan, ang bago nating superhero, sundan niya sa susunod na 49 episodes kung saan gagamitin niya the same techniques, and papupunta sila onto the same dimension for like 50 episodes. Pero that's not the point there. It's awesome. Panoorin niyo yung 50 episodes because that's awesome television. Yes, napaka-retro nung niya. Napaka-retro nung theme, or napaka-retro nung feel niya, pero timeless. Alam mo yung cheesiness ng design, pero it's something that is really, really awesome. So that's the feel of watching a Metal Hero or a Gavan episode. So yun nga, nagbigay na agad ako ng like a conclusion on what the show feels. But let's go to episode 2. Episode 2 is titled The Stolen Japanese Islands. But islands kasi like yung plot is involving a ship. So its Japanese title is Nosumareta Nihonen Reto. So episode 2 starts with the Maku stole or stealing a big tanker. Siguro may V-pot footage lang si Toei na gusto nilang gamitin of a tanker, tapos yun, hinigop nila into space. Tapos under Alpha, or a pseudonym organization which is Alpha, humingi sila ng ransom. So first humingi sila ng diamonds na ilalagay sa rocket ship, tapos i-shoot into space, which is okay, either a space empire or a space criminal organization. So yun, pwede naman siguro. Tapos yun, ang hiningi nila next is Mount Fuji. Siguro dahil napanood nila yung Mazinger Z, Mount Fuji has the super alloy Z. So yeah, siguro balak nilang gumawa ng bagong Mazinger Z na evil doon, kaya gusto nila yung Mount Fuji. So yeah, that's a reference to another Toei property, which is Mazinger Z. So yun, Gavan with his powers of parkour and stealth, he tumbles his way inside a facility. Tapos parang yun lang, masok lang siya, tapos nag-dialogue lang siya, kagagawa nito ng Maku, din lumabas na siya. So nag-effort lang siya to do those things para lang to have that one line exposition. Tapos yun, parkour pa rin, which is weird kasi ang liit lang naman ng siwang nung niya, tapos parang tumbling pa siya or something. So he goes up above and beyond sa pinapagawa sa kanya para sa ratings. So, but still, Kenji Ova is an amazing actor. So, wala akong reklamo sa performance niya. Gawin niya yung gusto niya because he is awesome. Kahit nung sa Gavan, Space Sheriff Gavan movie, sa Next Generations movies, Gavan versus Deca Ranger, Space Squad, Q Ranger versus Space Squad, anything he does. Kasi nandun pa rin sa mga movies na yun kahit na like he's in his 60s na, he's still a really really awesome action actor. So that's something to say about Mr. Kenji Oba. So mapunta tayo sa songs. The songs are being sung by another legendary singer, Akira Kushida. Yung opening is Uchu Keiji Gavan, which is yun yung wakasa kananda umaru kanai kotosa tinanda. At baka makapirate na ako dahil kinanta ko na yung song. Basta Uchu Keiji, kahit Sharivan yun, pero still Uchu Keiji, Sharivan pa rin yun. Ba't ba Sharivan ako paulit-ulit? Mukhang yun, dun ako na LSS at pinakinggan ko pala yung Gavan bago ako pumunta dito. So basta Otoko Nandaro. So yun, before I end up rambling into nonsense with Space Sheriff Gavan, ending song nga pala is Hoshisora no Message or Starry Sky's Message, which is a ballad. So it's something na pambanlaw from all that hype and hot-bloodedness from the opening till the action scene. So that's something to cool you down. So that's really nice. So bago ako plunge into madness, onto speaking a lot about Gavan. So final thoughts. So Gavan is a wonderful time capsule. It shows you like live action techniques to make a really amazing presentation na hindi mo makikita on other tokusatsu series like Ultraman's, Kamen Rider, and Super Sentai. So Battle Heroes gives you that unique flavor. Yun nga, Maku Space, the shiny suits, and the more focus or ang mas focus nila is into the space or the sci-fi genre. So Metal Hero is the Space Sheriffs is a really good palate cleanser from like almost mystical na presentation from the Super Sentai and Ultraman and such. Kahit Ultraman is also on the realm of science fiction. So Toei, ginagawa na ng Toei, Toei is really doing a good job. They have a tokusatsu channel that shows those other tokusatsu na hindi Super Sentai or Kamen Rider, kahit may mga Kamen Riders sila doon. They're doing a good job na for showcasing the world that tokusatsu or TV tokusatsu is not just those four it's not just Kamen Rider and Super Sentai, but Toei, please, it's not, maybe it's hard, but para saan ba naman naglagay pa kayo ng YouTube channel na pwede naming panooran but hindi nyo naman isub lahat or majority of the series na pinapalabas but di naman siya sub. It's something na us tokusatsu fans would really love kasi like Subaraya YouTube channel is really doing a good job. Old shows, new shows, they release it and meron silang sub, multi-sub pa nga. Napanood nyo na ba yung Ultraman Trigger in Tagalog? It's an experience. So that's something that you could do pag gusto nyo mag-rewatch ng Ultraman Trigger. Watch it on Tagalog subs para masaya. And there again, Patrick, salamat at pinaunlakan mo yung imbitasyon ko to record something, pero yun lang, things happen, internet things happen, hindi natin magamit yung recording natin, but I'll shout you out kahit ilang beses ba, or I'll shout you out many times on this episode to thank you because it's more than enough na pumayag ka na mag-guest dito sa maliit kong pagtatanghal dito sa Justice Open Studios. And if you wanna follow me on the socials, may page kami, Elitistang Weeboo Podcast. So that's facebook.com/elitistangweebpod on Facebook. Follow nyo ako sa Twitter and Instagram on my personal account at elitistangkebs. Also, you can email us at elitistangweebpod@gmail.com if you wanna talk business or if you just wanted to say something about me or with the podcast. So you can reach us there. And if you are online shopping, isa sa malaking tulong para sa podcast is doing it through your mobile app. So open lang yung browsers nyo, just type in podlink.co/ZAF for Shopee and podlink.co/notepad dahil nakalimutan ko links, and podlink.co/V as in Victor, T L if you're gonna use Lazada. So once you enter those URLs, i-redirect naman kayo nun to the homepage of Shopee and Lazada. Anything you check out using those links is gonna be used to keep the lights on for the podcast para makabili na ako ng laptop and makapaglagay na ako ng internet. Hindi naman makapaglagay ng internet. Basta magkaroon lang ako ng laptop para nakagamit na ako ng apps better apps to record remotely kasi like my phone is not that reliable for remote recording. So hanggang dito na lang muna tayo, guys. Keep on electroplating. Ingat-ingat tayo and Zep. Have a great day, everyone.